Hello everyone, back with Sniper Elite 4, and we are in the Allagra Fortress level after doing the Giovi Fiorini Mansion level last time, which was an okay one. I liked it. I personally think Magazzino has been my personal favorite so far, and yeah, we're in the final act of the game, more or less, this level, and I checked the level select earlier in the game. Hey, hello. Yeah, there's this level and two more after this, and then the DLC levels following it. And so yeah, the mansion level, pretty straightforward for the most part. Go and counterclockwise and all that, going around the joint, and the partisans got in over their head due to them falling for bait that Kessler let slip about their former leader, who turns out has been dead the whole time, and Angel likely went and got herself killed. Of course, we saw bodies of various other partisan members. We never saw her. I think Lucio Cello, whatever his name is, L something. He was fine last I checked, and until I see a corpse, which I never did, I'm going to assume that Angel is okay. She's just hiding somewhere. But anyway, we're now taking the heat to the main base of operations for Kessler's little missile project. Now let me restart the level so that way we're caught up with the story.
Giovi Fiorini. The town's name will be forever associated with the massacre of the Allagra partisans. They fought bravely by all accounts, but stood no chance against the Nazi war machine. How could they? They'd walked directly into a trap.
Yeah, they fell for it.
I couldn't find Sophia, the angel, amidst the carnage. But then many of the bodies were burnt beyond recognition. The partisans hadn't died in vain, though. Their sacrifice meant we'd been able to grab the intelligence we needed. Boehm knows about Operation Avalanche, the Allied plan to invade mainland Italy. If the fleet is attacked, the results will be catastrophic. The Nazis' grip on Europe will become ever tighter, squeezing the life from her. And there's something else. Something vital. USS Ancon is the command ship for Operation Avalanche. Which means the primary target is the Allied Commander-in-Chief.
Ike.
Bomb is going to kill General Eisenhower. The strike will be launched from a Nazi base in the mountains of Allagra. With the partisans wiped out, Denelli's mobsters are the only people capable of guaranteeing my safe passage through the mountains. Weaver is setting up a bombing run, but it's up to me to call it in. Maybe I can grab some intel on the Germans' plans for their new toys, as well as making sure nothing can be salvaged. In the end, it comes down to this. I have to stop those missiles.
Yep. I'm going with the Ross Canadian rifle this time. Give that a little love. Don't know much about that one, but it looked okay. And yeah, I mentioned before how, Italy, how it would become a bogged down theater of the war. Well, the actual invasion was no better either. No, there were no special remote-controlled missiles like this game insinuates or whatever. That it's all fiction, but... Well, yeah, the invasion ended up getting held down. One, due to German and Italian, entrenching themselves. And also because there was some bad leadership. And one big example was the beach of Anzio. Yeah, Anzio, that was one of the main landing spots, at least for the U.S. forces in Operation Avalanche, and there was a very, very incompetent or lazy general who completely slacked off, and Anzio ended up getting, you know, bogged down, and progress was not made on schedule. I mean, D-Day went off without a hitch by comparison.
The heart of darkness. Gotta find a way in.
Mm-hmm. Bunker, radio tower. Jaeger troop. For whatever reason, I spelled as Yager earlier in the game. Wait. You saw that, right? Two trucks came across the bridge, and the guard that was right there walked right in front of them and got run over. Rebellion, did you not play test this level completely? Because I think you missed something. Well, one less guard due to, Axis incompetence, I guess. As I was saying, yeah, for whatever reason I misspelled them as Yager when it's supposed to be said Jaeger. It's just I'm used to Jaeger being spelled with an E in front of the, behind the A. And I never picked up on that. That's right.
Nothing else.
Duty roster, Senior Lieutenant Dieter Hahn, radio bunker, north bank of river. Should be aware we're at maximum security until the launch. Patrol should have good sight lines in the unlikely event someone has managed to access the base using anything other than the heavily guarded road. Lower temperatures mean the river's frozen over again. So I could walk over the river if I wanted. But it's probably exposed, so I'm not going to do that. Unless I walk under the bridge, in which case I'm in the shade and they can't see me. I love doing that.
Can't find anything else.
Save just in case. a radio man, another officer, and a spotter.
This will come in very useful. Guess I grabbed everything useful.
Go in here, check. Whoa, what is this? Oh, it's this just lighting from the sun. A lorry. Stomach shot. Come on. Blast. One more. Radio relay tower. August, dear Heiner, I hope this finds you well. The RAF bombed Peenemünde yesterday, Munde, or however you say it. Lots of damage to the facility. Thiel and Walter were both killed, along with lots of prisoners. I've heard the Allies used some clever sleight of hand to distract us. Lord only knows how they found out what we're up to. Maybe through captured Germans, maybe Polish resistance. They might even have killed some of the people who gave them the intelligence. Not sure how long it'll delay us. Maybe 2 months. Could be crucial. Your brother, Gernot.
I think I've grabbed all I can. Nothing else to find.
Another bunker there, another bunker over there. Many places to go. I could go left and work my way. Senior Lieutenant Waldemar Bros. Another Waldemar. Vehicle repair tunnel. Munder and Pliger. Kraus has the details for absences. We want a concentrated patrol within the tunnel itself and the walkways above. Nothing gets through. Officer comments. Major Dorfman says General Bohm is reasonably confident the Allies will attempt to disrupt the launch, so we must be on a high level of alert. Uh-oh. Looks like snipers over there. Did not want to do that. Is it just me, or is the Ross much more quiet compared to the other guns that I've fired?
This'll come in very useful.
Ah, that didn't work out the way I wanted. I should have shot one and then went for the other one. That's what I'm gonna do this time. Shoot one, then get the other one.
That's all.
Or shoot both of them.
Guess I grabbed everything useful.
Panzerfaust. Sniper's somewhere up there. I wonder if it'll be more advantageous to just go this way, enter through there, then go left. Unless that cliff there gives me a good, blocking point.
Might make for a more stealthy entrance.
Indeed it would. Less attention, the better. Just to be on the safe side, let's mark them. Jaeger trooper. Another Jaeger with an MG.
Sie hat nicht zurückgeschrieben.
Wonder who that was. I don't see officers or any other priority targets in that group. So best to leave them alone, not draw any attention.
I think I've grabbed him.
Dear Gisela, how does the song go again? In my heart, sweetheart, there's a lot of space for you. Well, there always was. I should have married you or something, made an honorable woman of you, but if you're reading this, I guess it's too late. I'm dead and gone, if not buried. Raise a glass to me, my love. Eric. Sorry, dude. You're not going home. Wish it was any other way. That's a tragedy of this. They actually make you feel bad for killing any of them. Like, they're all, a lot of them are not Nazis. They're just regular Wehrmacht troops that have to work for assholes.
Some way of pinpointing the base for the bombing run. There must be some kind of fuel processing plant here. Could be useful.
I mean, they don't give you any trank guns of any kind, so it's like you're kind of forced to either sneak through them or end them. Uh-oh. Looks like a main garage area. That was all probably not a good idea. Although it was fun getting a multi-kill of the grenades. I hate it when I miss. Okay. snipers over there. Panzerfaust over there.
Aus der Schusslinie! Versteckt euch!
No more to find here.
The usual. What? They're not coming upstairs. Ah. Key over there. A lot of stuff to blow up, but didn't react fast enough. We've only ever seen Panzer IIIs throughout the game, no Panzer IVs or even Tiger tanks. There's a note. I'm gonna save again. Stop making noise.
No more to find here.
Dear General Bohm, I just wanted to express how wonderful it was to see you at Giovi Fiorini the other day. I very much enjoyed the meeting. I will admit to some concern over being left with the plans. If an enemy agent were to find them, then he might walk directly into your lair and attempt to thwart your scheme. Unless, of course, that was your intention all the time. Not to mention he'd probably put a bullet in me or snap my neck. Yeah, I stabbed the shit out of him. You wouldn't make me an unwitting bait for such a trap, would you, General? That would be very manipulative. Anyway, I'll make sure the plans are suitably safe, that you don't get any unwarranted visits. Yours in lasting admiration, Major Klaus Rathbauer. Well, Klaus is definitely not of this world anymore, that's for sure. Oh. Well, that was a pointless waste of a bullet. Got both of them. That was great. I shot through the neck of one guy, and it went right into the officer. I love it when that happens. It still does not beat the one round going through the other guy and then blowing up the other one's grenade, though, and taking all of them with him. That is still the best one that I've done. Other than the occasional ball shot, of course, which are very tricky to pull off. I want to get the snipe. Whoa. I did it! I went right through his scope and into his head. That was cool. Double kill and a through the scope kill into his eye. There was a collectible noisy chair, Mom. Noisy chair. Who dares? Nothing. My darling Jaina, this is the last letter I'll ever write. Don't have time to tell you how much you and the children mean to me. Kiss them for me. Who dares? Nothing. Need hope for nothing. Sebastian.
What's Hitler planning for his new toys? Need to find out their strategy.
They have a real operation going down here, don't they? Dear Heinz, I read your report with interest. Kessler's progress sounds impressive. Show me what his new toy can do and prove to me it can be mass-produced. Given your love of propaganda, a film would be ideal. If I like what I see, we'll deploy the missile against the Arctic convoys. Schmidt is in your region. He'd love to see it in action. Oh yeah, Schmidt. We took care of him already. And his little filming project. I have begun to rethink my initially skeptical attitude to the new V2 weapons. I now think targeting the V2 against civilians and the Razor against military shifting would prove a fine combination. Yours, Adolf. From the Führer himself. V2s I know, Razor I've never heard of. The V2 rockets. Prototype bomber schematic. B-27J. Never heard of that one. Safe code required, but I don't have it. I'm tempted to blow it up. Do I blow it up? Recover, strategy. I'm gonna run back to it.
Guess I grabbed everything useful.
Did I get everything on the officer? No, I didn't. He didn't have the key on him. So I need a safety code. I don't want to waste my satchels if I can help it. So I'm gonna go look for any other officers.
A hydrogen gas. Must be how they're fueling the missiles. Need to find some way of showing the bombers where we are. Oh.
Dear Wilhelm, just to say we're so proud of you and what you're fighting for. The Fuhrer isn't simply some gesticulating monomaniac, Wilhelm. Yeah. Pretty sure he's completely wrong. I know his speeches and his writings might seem at face value moronic nonsense. Yeah, it is moronic nonsense, but in that lies is great genius. If by genius you mean completely mismanaging and utterly failing military operations, which ultimately cost him the war, well, yeah, sure. He makes the idiotic somehow engaging. God forbid something should happen to him, others will rise to take his place of that, I am sure. Tomorrow truly begins to us. I hope I have to stop writing now as the cat's been sick, your father. Well, he's done a bad job being a father, that's for sure. Another letter to home. Dear Kathy, I think that's how it is. I think that's what it is. I've never seen it spelled that way. To answer your question, yes, I'm fine. We don't get much chance to write letters here. And then they get vetted, so that's why it takes so long to reply. So don't fret. I miss you very much. One day I'll hold you in my arms again and we'll go for a picnic in the Bavarian mountains. And you know what? We'll take our children with us, 2 boys and 2 girls, who will laugh and giggle and run and chase, and we'll breathe the cool, clean air and look out over a world made pure and safe by the Fuhrer. Until our time comes, all my love, Ernst. I wonder where this goes. April 15th, April 1942. Oh, so that's a year ago. Dear Professor Kessler, I trust this communication finds you well. You might recall we met 2 years ago during your visit to Berlin. Suffice to say, I found our conversation about the related programs of guidance control and jet propulsion systems very stimulating. We also, I think, share the view that science and politics should not mingle, ultimately. Experimentation and new knowledge is all that matters. Well, no, something I actually agree with. Science and politics should not mingle. Yeah, tell that to Al Gore and all the phonies that parrot him. Yeah. Yeah, not saying climate change doesn't exist. Of course it does. It always has. It's just what they parrot is not scientific. It's all politics. Meant to be a Ponzi scheme. Regarding radio control problems, I have no easy answer, but this is something that I feel could be worked through using suitable testing. Of course, you won't need to consider equipping an anti-ship missile with a nerve agent, a proposition I'm actively pursuing at the moment. Imagine what such a thing would do to London. War over. Kindest wishes, your friend, Dr. Herman Wolf. Yeah, 2 words. No, wait. 3 words for something you should look up for if you want to know where I'm getting. Vostok Ice Core. Something which rarely anyone talks about. Thank you, Michael Savage, for bringing it up one time. Otherwise, I would never have known it. Also recommend looking up, what's his name? The co-founder of the Weather Channel. What was his name again? Let me look it up. I got into a tangent and I need to get it out of the way. What's his name? What was his name? What was his name? John Coleman. Yeah, that's his name. John Coleman. Look him up, and you'll see where I'm getting at, as well as the Vostok Ice Core. My little, contribution of knowledge for today. Sabotage the plant right there. Another troop, but it's not an officer. Hydrogen peroxide. Huh. Or guns I already have. Shooting number 70, 2nd August, place Allagra Fortress. Had a bet with Wegener that I couldn't hit a distinctive rocky outcrop. I won. Huh. that leads there.
Kessler's baby. Better make sure it's dealt with. Another one of Kessler's Razor missiles. Can't risk this surviving.
I want it to land on somebody.
Augen auf! Verdammt richtig!
Heh.
Versteckt euch, verflucht!
On your head, son. Hee hee. Crushed him. That was great. Landed right on him.
Need to find the missile tech specs.
Dearest Conrad, haven't heard from you in ages. The children miss you so terribly. Please write when you can. Hans thinks the Fuhrer is luring the Allies into a cunning trap. Hope he's right. Your loving Anya. Huh. Them again.
Technical specifications for the missile. London will be very happy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's an officer. Ah, fudge. Gotta wait. I wanna, like, blow him up. Or I could just blow him up and then shoot the other guy. That's it. Had enough with their shit. No code from him. No code. No lock from him. Do I really have to blow up the lock? Because I really... The safe? Because I really don't want to. This is Senior Lieutenant Niels Abing, Razor Assembly Area. Concentrated patrols around this highly sensitive area include the nearby office. Remember the commando order. Final assembly is not complete, and most, but not all, missiles loaded aboard our squadron. Dear Matthias, thanks for your letter, little brother. Sorry it's taken so long to reply. Letters and packages take an age to reach us here as they have to be rerouted. So you're in the Hitler Youth now, eh? You're growing up fast. Before you know it, you'll have your bayoneting Tommies. We'll have you bayoneting Tommies. Klaus. The heck is Tommy supposed to mean? Are they slang for British? Or something? They're not saying Yankees, so... Can't be Americans. I don't know what Tommy's is.
This'll come in very useful.
It's World War II slang that I'm not used to hearing. Dear Mommy and Daddy, time to say farewell. This letter means I didn't make it. Too young to die. God knows we all are. Johann. Hey, ain't that the truth? Fuck it, I don't want to wait anymore, so I'm gonna go blow her up. Sniper report. Shooting number 89. Allagra Fortress. Tricky to spot people on mountains. Not that there are many people to spot. Gregor Winkler. Shooting number 112. Allagra Fortress. Same old, same old. Nobody knows we're here. Only a fool would try to get in. Lieutenant Diedrich Strauss. Well, this fool came and did it, and killed the both of you, so... Shows you what you know. Save it just in case, so that way if I screw it up, I can always come back. Did I just... Oh, what the... I meant to load game, not... I meant to save game, not load game. Damn thing. Yeah, my fault, I guess. Must not have paid attention.
That's all.
That's everything in the crate. How dare you? Save game, not load game. Must not have paid attention.
document outlines the Nazis' missile strategy. Churchill will be happy.
Indeed he will. This report will outline future strategy for the Razor missile designed by Professor Andreas Kessler as part of a wider missile strategy. It will explore a series of scenarios in which the new missile can be deployed. In conjunction with V2 weapons, the Fuhrer believes the Razor has potential to form part of a renewed total war strategy incorporating the new V2 rockets aimed at civilian targets such as London. Yup, he will use those. And it would also be, to some extent, part of the focus for Sniper Elite V2, which was a sequel remake of the first game. Yeah, V2 being a double reference. V2 the rocket and V2 as in version 2, when you think about it. Though we currently exist in a formal treaty of non-aggression with the Japanese Empire, under the Tripartite Pact of 1940, following our success over the Allied forces, we anticipate a future scenario in which Japan threatens the interests and/or ongoing security of the Reich. The Razor missile will provide a useful conventional military deterrent alongside other weapons. See Report 3BB 92-433. Subject: Uranverin. Whatever that word means. Yeah, the Japanese and the Third Reich, they didn't really care about each other. They were really only allies of convenience, when you think about it. They didn't care for the Reich, and the Reich didn't care for the Japanese. It was all convenient. It was all just an alliance of conveniences. I did not want to pick the body up, you silly game. I wanted to melee him. I want to see if I can... double kill. No X-ray, sadly. railgun for him. Now I can go about disabling the rest of this.
That makes 2.
So we're done over here. Another train. Could have sworn there was a walkway.
Augen auf!
To General Heinz Bohm, authorization, Reichsfuhrer Julius Kruger, shadows must fall, werewolf is watching. No idea what the heck that means. Okay, sabotage missiles. I want to get on a high ground.
Gotta make sure the Nazis can't salvage anything from this operation. But how?
Die Augen auf, Mann! Ich sag auf!
3rd time's a charm. Need to overload the system.
Irgendwann bringen wir ihn zu Fall.
God damn it. Dirty tactics. balls. Oh well. Okay. Well, if that's all done with, I can do what I was trying to do. Duty roster, Senior Lieutenant Gunter Essert, plant control room. Take no chances, a focus patrol limited just to this room. General Bulma suggested this would be a prime candidate for sabotage should the fortress be infiltrated. Remain vigilant at all times. Something can stop the launch. Wanna bet? Uh-oh.
Better put this out of action, too.
Scalp them. That did it. Oops.
Can't find anything else. Better put this out of action, too.
Aber bleib lieber auf Zack.
One more missile left. No officers I've encountered have had the key, so it is what it is.
A radio room. Can't call the squadron yet. Still got things to do.
Ah, so I have to be in here. Eventually. Wanted to sneak up and knife him, but that didn't work.
Augen!
Shooting number 54. Allagra Fortress. Watched an eagle circling for a full 20 minutes. Amazing, graceful creature. One bullet took it down. Oh, how dare you, you son of a bitch. Shoot an eagle? Really? Especially when it's, you know, your national bird. Granted, the eagle's also the national bird for the America, but still, disgraceful. I don't care what nation it is, peaceful or evil in this case, you don't shoot the royal eagle. That's bad. That's a bad Nazi. That's a bad German. Okay, I need to go look for the other missile pod. Sabotage missiles. I keep forgetting that the D-pad can switch weapons. Don't want to sabotage it yet. Fuck it. Get it over with.
Think I've grabbed all I can.
Sniper report. Obergefreiter Eberhard. Heard a rumor the Desert Ghost is in Italy. Killed 2 of my squad back in Tobruk. I'd love to repay him. Ah, he's referring to Sniper Elite 3, which took place in North Africa. And well, we just completed the chain, I see. I did not want to rig it for explosion, but okay. Ah, this was the alternate way we could have come in.
Another one of Kessler's laser missiles. Can't risk this surviving.
Nope.
That's all the missiles dealt with.
Following orders. I think we did all the side missions. Side missions and side objectives. It's everything. It's everything, I think. Train yards, train yards, train yards. Oh, how I love thee. Train yards and airports. And science labs. Love those. I love a good game with those kinds of environments. Not one of the officers had the key. If that one had it, then I don't know.
Signaling the bombing run will have to wait till I've dealt with the mass production facility.
How much you want to bet that last officer right there had the key for the safe? But whatever, I blew it up. I didn't want to wait anymore.
That's it.
Now what? Call on the bombers and destroy the fortress.
Better call in the bombing raid.
Yay!
Mother Hen, this is Red Fox. Send your regards. I repeat, send your regards to Allagra.
Uh-oh.
All I wanted was the angel. I didn't know the partisans would follow her to their deaths.
They followed her because she gave them hope. They died heroes.
Hope, in reality, is the worst of all evils, because it prolongs the torments of man. Friedrich Nietzsche.
It's that spy from earlier.
General Bohm, I presume.
No, wait. Somebody else.
The worst terrors are shapeless, formless. If no one knows who I am, I can be whoever I need to be. I can manipulate. I can avoid detection if need be.
It is the same guy.
Or a monster.
Dorfman or Bohm.
Yeah, exactly.
We have Kessler, and the production facilities are wrecked.
Kessler will be dead before he's any use to the Allies. And as for your little, mischief in the production facility, well, it's just too late. Yeah, I'm going to start with the USS Langham. The illustrious General Eisenhower. I'll take the Allied fleet, ship by ship. Operation Avalanche will be extinguished before it's even done. See, if only this was enough. But, it's not. Bring her in here!
She is alive. I knew it.
I failed, Carl. I failed them all. I failed my father.
You. See, there is no hope here. Not anymore. We're going to torture her. Yeah. And, you're going to watch. Lieutenant.
All it takes is a spark.
Oh. Shit. That sucks. That sucks. That German spy that we had, I think the level before Magazzino. Yeah, it was him the whole time. The good general is a master spy as well as a, well, general. Poor angel, Sophia. Rest in peace, lady, my lady. Like he tried to break up the fight.
Guess I grabbed everything useful.
He tried to undo up the situation by getting her motivated, and instead it got her killed. That sucks. Walter P38 right through the brain. Oy. What? No press F to pay respects or nothing? Come on. At least take her outside to give her a proper burial.
Sophia sacrificed herself so I could escape. Better make sure it wasn't in vain.
Ugh. Nice jet bomber he's got. Okay, what do I do? Did it go down? I can't tell. Coming back. I don't know.
Stop that missile launch.
Vehicle vanquisher. Really? They're going with bullet trajectory tutorials at this point in the game? Don't have enough.
You missed it. Gotta stop it launching.
That did it.
From a little spark, a burst of flame.
I blew up
Go.
the path of most resistance. Lancasters. This is weird because I could have sworn I blew up both engines the first time and it kept going. I don't know.
The fleet, including Eisenhower's command ship, Ancon, was saved. Avalanche happened as planned. The U.S. Fifth Army and British Eighth fighting their way up the Italian mainland. The Angel was dead. But the spark she ignited spread like wildfire, clearing the way for the Allies. But the path to Rome would be treacherous, and it'd be another year before we broke through the Gothic line, the Germans' main line of defense.
And even then, it would barely be enough.
They did it without us, the townsfolk. Pushed them out before the Fifth Army even got here.
All it took was a spark.
Talking of which, I hope 617 Squadron didn't singe your limey ass.
Let's just say it was a little tight. I thought you were giving me a bit more leeway.
Carl, you and I are utterly expendable. You know that.
Not like your man there.
The professor hasn't got long left. Trust me, though, we'll squeeze what we can out of him. More to the point, what about you, Carl? What's you gonna do? The man who saved Ike Eisenhower. Woo-wee! OSS could sure use someone with your talents.
That sounds like a job offer.
Doesn't it, though?
I'll think about it.
Sure thing. Don't think about it too long. We got a war to win.
A little overly low-res backgrounds with the ships. Oh, in memory of Dr. Patrick Kingsley. Don't know who that is. Well, I guess that's the main campaign level for Sniper Elite 4. That was a very good, technically, final level for the main story. Although it was a little weird at the end where they want me to shoot the bomber down, and I shot both engines the first time, but for whatever reason it didn't register. And it wants me to, and apparently it gives me the option of trying to shoot it from while it's in the air by shooting either the missile, the bomb, or something. I don't know what it was. I tried to do it, and I couldn't do it because of the damn heartbeat meter. And, of course, I went back to trying to shoot both engines. Blew up one, shot the other one, and that ended up doing the trick and blowing the bomber up, but good. Either way works, right? Well, unfortunately, the Angel's dead. And yeah, like you say, it would be a long time. It wouldn't be till, like, a long time till they even passed through the main line. And even then it was barely enough because the Germans brought over Albert Kesselring, who was one of the best generals they had. And he held them up, and of course you had the Anzio, which of course was a huge mess. Monte Cassino, which was a even bigger mess. And yeah, they took Rome, but much of northern Italy was still, taken over by the Nazis. but the game's technically not over. There's still what appeared to be 2 other levels left, plus the 4 DLC expansion levels, Target Hitler, and the 3 Deathstorm levels. So I'll take a look-see and see what everything else is, but as far as I'm concerned, this was technically the main story campaign for the game, and what did I think? I liked it. I really liked the Sniper Elite 4, the main campaign that I've played of it anyway. I like, even though it's fictional, the weapons and technology being talked about are likely based on prototypes if the rat tank from 3 was any indication. But fictional story aside, fictional characters aside, I really love that we get a World War II game that's finally set in Italy, to some extent. We rarely ever see that. It's so tiresome these days to get World War II game after World War II game, and they all repeat the same shit. Stalingrad, D-Day, Berlin. Like, you can retread those 3 so many times till it's tiresome. I don't care how popular they are in movies. Variety, please. We still rarely see anything from the Pacific Front, from the Pacific Theater, and the fact that we ever got anything in Italy is a freaking miracle in and of itself. I would now like a real World War II Call of Duty game set in Italy, like we were supposed to have once upon a time. And one that isn't done with half-assed social justice diatribe. COD World War II. Ucordian. Oh, Jesus, the night's a beautiful night. We're sniping Nazis all day. Ain't I a stinker? And yeah, technically it's my first Sniper Elite game that I've ever played, outside of playthroughs that I've watched, and I like to think of it as the Hitman of World War II games, because they put you in a playground of where it's you and your rifle, and you can unleash whatever chaos you want, from dropping crates onto guys to sabotaging bodies, and and blowing up vehicles, from shooting fuel tanks to barrels to exhaust ports and whole bunch of stuff. Would I call this a next-gen game? No, absolutely not. You saw that background shot with the ships, right? Like, no. This is definitely a middle market game, no doubt about it. Like late PlayStation 3 level. It does look good. Just not next-gen good, you know what I mean? But not counting the graphics, the game plays very well. I really like the gameplay so far. And I like the character of Carl Fairburn. He's like, seriously, can we get a Sniper Elite freaking Wolfenstein crossover game? The man palm strikes the jawbones into splinters like he's a Mortal Kombat character. Wouldn't that be the ultimate World War II crossover? BJ Blazkowicz and Carl Fairburn blowing stuff up left and right, blowing Kraut's heads off like there's no tomorrow. I've killed the bomb, stopped the missile that would have destroyed Eisenhower's command ship, then called in the 617th Squadron to decimate Bohm's base. I won't bring back those who died in the It won't bring back those who died in the Orchidia, the Allagran partisans, or Sophia, the angel of Bitanti, who sacrificed herself so I could escape. But now the fight for Italy can begin in earnest. Aw. So she gave her life. So, my prediction earlier was that I thought Weaver would die and she would be fine, but nope, it was the complete opposite. We managed to avoid the, getting assassinated, but the Angel took a bullet for me, and Weaver is opening an OSS position. Intercept course, Mischief Maker. Yeah, I did all the side objectives. Mother Hen, Weaver, the various other guys such as the Mafioso and the few others, and of course the stuff that's impromptu. And I got a bunch of trophies. I got like 3 trophies in that last cutscene with the Weaver. Vehicle Vanquisher. Well, Enfield. We're still a ways from level 25. Okay. Solo survival. What survival? DLC. Target Fuhrer and the Deathstorm missions. Okay, well. Compound, rail yard. What are these? Compound and rail yard. When I looked up when I went into the collectibles tab, I assumed these were part of the campaign, but they're not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it was 8 main missions, but what are these 2? Compound and rail yard. I'm confused. Compound and rail yard. I need to look it up. This is driving me nuts. I really, really want to know. Compound and rail yard. Sniper, elite, or rail yard. Okay, it's part of a game mode called Overwatch. Not to be confused with the Blizzard game. No, it's something else. And apparently it's a co-op mode. Quick match. Yeah, apparently they're maps for a co-op mode. Nothing more. as far as I'm concerned, that is the main campaign, and those 2 levels are for co-op, not for the actual main game like I assumed it was, which kinda sucks, really. But other than that, we still have some more. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue the game into the DLC expansions, and the first one we'll do, Target Theater, and after that, we'll worry about the final straw with the Deathstorm segments. So, gonna go take a small one, and I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll be back with this one. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed that little the Allagra fortress, and both my successes and my mishaps. And I'll be back in a wee bit.